Hello again, it's Noob, and it's time to do another one of my little compilation videos of suggesting stuff that's come in, things that people have given to me out of the kindness of their hearts, and for which I am genuinely and utterly grateful for. I'm just so incredibly lucky. Anyway, so the first thing, and just look at this. I'm just going to stop for 2 seconds and let you enjoy this. This is a beautiful, beautiful pinning tray, handmade by somebody you might know actually. This is Matt's Lockpit, and Matt sent this to me with my logo on. I mean, it's just, isn't that beautiful? I've never had a full sort of routed wooden pinning tray before, and I know this is going to be something I use all the time going forwards. I've been waiting to show this off for a while, and isn't it beautiful? Isn't that lovely? Really, really beautiful piece of wood there. On the same theme, I've had these for a while. You might have even seen them in some videos, but it seemed like a good time to just highlight these in particular. So these are titanium followers made by Jimsiss off the UK Locksport forum, and he kindly sent me a couple of these a while ago. And just the idea with the whole pinning tray and stuff, I mean, these are, it's like anodized titanium. I mean, how cool is that? Obviously the large one and the smaller one, the 1/4 inch and the 10mm. Very, very, very awesome. So yeah, thank you so much, Jimsiss, for that as well. So it isn't just the incredible Matt's Lockpit and Jimsiss who have given me some pinning stuff. Just look at these. Would you just look at these? These are front followers. These are front pinning followers. I mean, they're just amazing, aren't they? The idea is, of course, you put them into the lock once you've taken the plug out, and then you can rotate it around, and this angled cut will allow you to either pin or re-pin from the front. We quite often called front followers, and they're or front loaders, or and they're brilliant. You can get these, by the way, online commercially, metal ones, but they are really, really expensive. I think Peterson still sell them, and this one is for longer barrels, and this is for shorter barrels. Really, really awesome. You may have seen them before in the form of these 3D printed ones, and I've had this one for a long time, ever since Foxy from Red Cat Imaging sent me one, and this is it. I've used this for years, and it's just absolutely brilliant. Next, GJ Locks, who I think is one of the best locksmith toolmakers in the country, was kind enough to send me some really epic locks, some which you will know, some which you might not. So here we have a classic multi-lock. I think it's just a standard classic one, not an interactive, although I could be wrong. I might not know till I pick it. Then we have this, which is the new ABS, sort of Avocet ABS 1-star lock. So unlike their 3-star, which has the dimple pin with a magnetic element, this just has some really cool sort of anti-pick, anti-bump features in it. I was very lucky to be able to get a preview version of this lock some time ago, and this is the production version, which I'm really looking forward to having a pick on. This cylinder might look a little innocuous to begin with. This is made by Securi Style, I think. Securi Style? I'm going to go with that. Not a lock brand I'm particularly familiar with. It's got quite a gnarly keyway, as you can see, and a key to match. Really good bitting, but if I turn it over, you'll see where the real joy and magic will happen, and that is these a double row of, I believe, not picked it yet, 4 trap pins, either side of the middle 4 pins of the 6-pin cylinder. Very, very cool. Very, very nasty. What else do we have here? We have, just look at this. I've never had one of these locks before. This is an M&C 3-star SKG rated lock. Can you see it's got these little red beads in? I've seen that before on, is it BKS do these? I don't know what they're for, but I kind of like them. And just look at the key here. You can see that there's little dimples here and here. It's a dimple key with awesome bitting in the middle. It's got a slider track on the edge, and more dimples on the side. So I'm thinking that these are passive key control pins, but they might need to be picked. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to look into this lock. You've got a slider track, so there'll be somewhere between 3 and 5 sliders, I imagine, a bit like a Yale Superior. Then you've got that really awesome bitting, a dimple bitting in the middle. Cool keyway. You can see all sorts of things going on in there, can't you, if you just look. Very cool. Very, very, very awesome lock indeed. I genuinely hope I can pick this because it'd be a nice one to get on camera, although gutting it, I'm not entirely sure because it looks like these aren't simple pins to knock out. They look like they've been screwed in and then the head's taken off, but we'll have a look into that. And then last but certainly not least, this is a dimple lock designed for vans. Actually, this is a locks for vans lock. So really, it's no different to a dimple lock you get for a house, apart from it's got a little sort of dirt shutter on the front there, because obviously if you're in a vehicle you don't want dirt getting in. I hear that these have excellent pins and are very hard to pick. So yeah, really, really awesome stuff. I really hope I can get some of these on video. And now finally, something which I've had for an obscenely long time and I've not featured them on a video yet. And this was a kind gift from zbzzn on UK Locksport Forum, or Boris if you're on Twitter. And you can see here that what we've got is two, I think, Chinese locks. The first of which has a really cool key, and you can see that it has sort of a double bitting. If you look down the keyway, you might just be able to see a double row of pins. So pin there and a pin there. So two different bittings, very cool. But that's not the end of the story with this lock. No, no, no. This lock itself actually has construction. It's actually got some construction keys. The pink ones are the construction keys, and the black / slightly blue keys are the householder's keys. And you can see here that what you've got is two different bittings on not the higher cuts, but the lower cuts. You can see that the last cut here is very, very deep. So there you go. So as soon as you put in the homeowner's key, where you've got that cut which is very high, there'll be probably a ball bearing that's in there that'll push that up and out of the core or plug and into a divot or receptacle on the other side of the plug to keep it out of the way, and that'll mean that these construction keys, the pink ones, will stop working. Very cool. Right, so that's that lock. Looking forward to picking that. I never picked a sort of a dual stack of pins like this. Normally you find those in like a dimple lock, and then there's this one which is really cool as well. Very lightweight. I wish I knew what the makes were, but look at this key. Looks like a normal dimple key, but then when you look again, it's actually two rows of bitting again. So bitting on that side, turned around, bitting on this side. And when you look inside this lock, and again this is very, very weird, you can see that it looks like there are rows of wafers, 2 rows of wafers that actually interact with the key bitting. So and it works very smoothly. There you go. Kind of a cool lock, isn't it? So there we are. Just some of the amazing things that my lock picking friends have sent me. I'm humbled and also just incredibly grateful by people's generosity. I absolutely love everything, and I generally hope you do too. I'll see you all next time.